I want to go to the app. Yeah.
What's up, Internet? My name is AppSlug, and welcome to AppSlug, where I look at Android apps on my Galaxy S5, and today we're taking a look at One Piece Treasure Cruise from Bandai Namco, and it is available in the App Store right now for free. It is free to play, and I like One Piece. I'm a huge fan of One Piece. I've seen every episode. I've read every chapter of the manga, but One Piece games are kind of hit or miss. And certainly for me, mobile games are hit or miss. So we're going to hit start here. We're going to see that awesome picture of Sanji. This is one of those games where it has to be online constantly. My understanding is that it plays a lot like a game called Brave Frontier, which I have not played. So we're going to hit OK here. There's Buggy the Clown launching his counterattack. I have a login streak here. So this does follow the story of the One Piece thing pretty closely. You know, it makes some caveats, you know, for things that didn't have, say, a fight in them. Say, oh, guess what? There's going to be a fight. But other than that, so we got a rainbow gem there. So I'm going to head right in here just off the bat and show you what the gameplay looks like before getting into the large number of systems that are in this game that I don't really understand all of. As you can see here, you start at the very beginning of One Piece, and then you go on to fight Alvida. And then we're here in Shelltown, and at some point we're going to fight Morgan. You can see my crew there has a seahorse, and it has that dancing guy, and Kobe, and a random pirate. We'll get into that in a second. But we're on Chapter 7 here. You can see there in the top right there is an energy system, so that is how this game stops you from playing as much as you want. We're going to just jump into some gameplay here. It is going to connect. There's some kind of a friend system. I'm not really sure how this works. I'm not entirely sure what the point of this is and what the actual points do, etc., etc. So we're just going to choose our top guy here, Sonic, and select him as our friend. We're going to hit OK. And we're going to hop into this battle here. So they do tell story kind of, you know, before some of the battles, not all of them, but so there's our guy there. So we can see our team here. Obviously, we have two Luffys. That's kind of weird. So the gameplay is I am tapping on a character. He's going to hit them, and then I am tapping on the next character and timing my attack. So wait until Bam hits the middle. You time it, hit the next guy, do it again, and that's how you chain together attacks in what is their battle system. Now, there are obviously a lot of things you can be doing in here that I have not quite figured out yet. There are certain characters that you want to have in your party that will interact with each other, and that will get you, you know, better combos, higher combos, more damage, etc., etc. There are things that you could be doing that are going to get you, you know, more skills and points. There's the food system, which I haven't really needed too much of, but that is in here in terms of how you want to actually be healing when the enemies get their attacks in. But this early in the game, there hasn't been a whole lot of any of that. It has just been a whole lot of, you know, me hitting buttons here. It has not been terribly difficult, and I've been seeing a lot of like people who've been talking about the high level play in this game and how that works, and I guess the end game or whatever. But seeing as I'm nowhere near there, and I kind of don't know what I'm doing for a big part of it, that hasn't really been an issue. You do have like specials that you can build up, and I've done that like once because it takes a while to build up your specials. So we're going to see here that we got cards here, and the cards are going to be more guys that we can use in our team. But you can also use those cards to level, like, you know, just generic Marine. But you can use those cards to level up your existing cards. It's kind of like WWE Supercard, but not really. I don't know. It's weird. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to hit OK. I don't know what the friend points do, but we're going to hit some other menus here so we can kind of get an idea of what all these interlocking systems are. So you go to the crew menu here. I can edit my crew. You only have so many points you can use to have your crew. So if I wanted to replace this generic purple pirate here guy and click on him, you can see there are a bunch of boxes that say cost over. So guys that say cost over I can't use. I don't have enough points to use them on an individual turn, and I haven't really figured out how to increase the points so that I can use them. So we're going to back out of that. But We're going to go into our captain here. We're actually back out of edit. We're going to go into... we see we got a new character, which is this guy here. And then we can look at his details and what his level is and what his strengths are and all of his stats. There's a lot of numbers in this game, and I found that a lot of mobile games from Japan are like that, where there's a lot of numbers and a lot of interlocking systems going on. So we're going to go power up here. We're going to choose some of the weaker fellows here. Level 1 guy. No, not... I want to power up... Yeah, do that. So choose level 1 guy here. And one of my doubles. So we're going to take these 2 guys. We're going to hit OK. This is going to cost us something. There's some cost associated here. Money. And we're going to hit power up. And those cards go into Luffy. And he gains experience. And, you know, you do enough of that and he'll gain some more levels. And become stronger. You can evolve your guys. But it requires certain... You need certain things. So actually, if I back out here... I might actually have what I need. So we're going to edit our crew here. We're going to take out the seahorse. We're going to put in this blue guy. And then we're going to try to see if we can evolve Luffy. Evolve. Not high enough. So I need to be level something to get, and I don't know where that information is, but anyway, moving on. That's in there. You can evolve your guys. You can add stuff to your ship. I don't have any cola, but you get more cola and you can upgrade your ship. I'm not sure what that actually does for you. Like I said, I've played a bit of this, but not enough to understand what all these different systems are. The tavern, let's go over to that, is where you get more recruits. And when you earn the rare coins, and you can see there I have 2 of them. When you have 5 of those, you can use those gems to recruit more guys. And that is the one thing in the game you can buy. The rainbow gems are for sale. You want to buy those to get more cool extra guys in your team that are rare. That's what you do. The game gives you 5 at the bat, and people have suggested to keep re-rolling the start of the game to get extra rare ones to get a leg up. But personally, I don't care that much. So, the other thing you can do here is use your friend points to recruit. So I'm going to just do it once and show you what it looks like. You pull back, you release, you go into this bar here, and Luffy makes some, you know, noises, and then you get a recruit, and it's this guy with a spear. Some, you know, you really don't get rare dudes from doing that. But if you want to just spend those friend points, I don't know what else you would use them for. Spend those friend points and then get guys to feed to the guys that you want to actually use. You can refill your stamina here with rainbow gems. That's, you know, obviously how you keep playing. If you want to keep playing there, you can see there's that stamina counter in the top right there. So you use the gems for that. You can use gems to expand your character box, have maximum, have even more characters in there. If you want to have, you know, all the Straw Hats and all of the other pirate crews, you can certainly do that. I don't care that much, but that is an option for you to do. So, we're going to jump into the next part of the story, which is Kobe's Resolve. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a cutscene here, so you can see what the cutscenes look like, and then we'll be at the end of this video, because you kind of see what there is to see. So, I might keep playing this. As someone who is a huge One Piece fan, the gameplay seems interesting enough that I can keep playing this. But I'm curious at what point does it get cost prohibitive to wait for X amount of time, you know, use X amount of stamina for your battles, and I can do like 1 battle a day. Like, that to me is not great. So we're gonna kind of thumb through this dialogue here, and for those of you who are big up on One Piece, this was a long fucking time ago, like 15 years ago. One Piece has been around for a long time. So, that was our bit of story, and a lot of those story bits are actual, just, you know, from the show. Some of them get embellished a little bit because of how they have to, you know, be able to have a battle in there for one reason or another, and that's fine. But the gameplay itself is pretty simplistic, so, you know, there's not a lot of, I mean, I'm sure there is some stuff to it that I don't have yet, but from where I'm sitting, it seems like I'm just pressing on things and guys are dying and it's not super deep. But as you've seen, there are a lot of systems in this game, and I am not entirely sure how they all interconnect and what they all do. The game doesn't really do a good job of explaining that, but that's a lot of games that get translated from Japan for mobile don't really do a good job of explaining what you should be doing in any particular game. So we're going to keep hitting buttons here and thumb through this battle here. And I want to see if we can actually get to Captain Morgan. I don't know how far that actually is from where I'm at. And we're punching a turtle because, sure, why not? So you can see here, they haven't actually attacked me in any of these yet, because it is still pretty early in the game, so the enemies don't get in that many attacks, and I don't lose that much health, but I'm doing a pretty good job of timing my button presses. There's a lot of battles in this one, so we're just going to keep on hitting bam and kaboom. The translation so far has been pretty good in terms of, the story and, what you expect from a One Piece game. Like, I don't have any complaints there. Having played quite a number of games in my lifetime that, may have not had great translations. And having a pretty tight knowledge of what One Piece, what happens in One Piece. You can change what your target is here. You can, do a manual here. If you want to fight him last, you can certainly have that option. I fucked up there. What the hell happened? I missed tapping on my thing because I'm like looking at the TV sometimes and it's not. I'm hitting the fucking button. God damn it. Do that. Yes, do that. So I'm assuming once we beat him, there's gonna be what's his face? Okay, now they're gonna do some attacks. You can see there, I have just one health bar. There's not, there's not a health bar for each character. There's just one health bar. So I'm gonna hit food here, and with food, you don't want to go all the way in, so the food drops, and then you heal. But if you do like a perfect chain, then the food won't drop; it'll just get blown away. That is like the one thing I actually managed to glean from their handful of tutorials. And unlike in the 4Kids version of the anime, Meppo here actually has a gun. So that's fun. But obviously he isn't that tough. He doesn't get tough until years and years later, when he does all the training under Garp with Kobe, and they become Marines. So you can see here, I got my pirate level up. That is your overall level in the game, and that refilled my stamina, which is fantastic because obviously, the more stamina you have, the longer you can keep playing. So, I'm not going to send a friend request to that. Showdown, Axe Hand Morgan. That has a prize associated. That prize is more of the gems, and the gems are used to, get you more stuff. So, we're going to see what this looks like. We're not going to do this whole fight because obviously this video is already running a bit long. I've been trying to talk as fast as I can. So I want to see what he looks like in the game, and then we'll end the video here, and that will be that. But there is Axe Hand Morgan. We're going to thumb through this dialogue here. It's just too tough. And yeah, Axe Hand Morgan is kind of a dick. That's an order. You can once you've seen this, if you're going back to grind, obviously you can skip these. But if you care about One Piece, then perhaps you're going to want to watch it again. But having played a lot of One Piece games, I've seen this story retold a lot of times. So whether or not I'm going to care enough to sit through that is another story entirely. But let us see if we can just get to Axe Hand Morgan here. How many battles is this? 2 or 5? That isn't that bad. That isn't that bad. We can keep doing this for a little bit longer. The one thing that I really gets on my nerves, just as a bit of a weird thing about One Piece games in particular, is they never seem to have the actual music from the show. And I'm sure that is some kind of a weird licensing issue. But, as good as they can occasionally have, like, it'll be in the same tone occasionally, or it'll be close. But a lot of times it just doesn't fit. It doesn't feel right because you don't have the actual One Piece music. And that's kind of a bummer. Because that is, those themes at this point, after this many years, are kind of iconic. So I'd like to show off a special, but I have not gotten one, and it takes so long to actually get one that it is, like, not gonna happen in this video, which is unfortunate. But there are other additional things you can do with the specials, but the meters under the guys is what is filling up to get the specials. So in 6 more moves, Luffy's gonna have a special, so maybe I'll get there. Maybe I can actually, you know, get that in this video. But at the rate we're going here, I can't offer any guarantees to that. But Doom, combos there. Keep on doing our combos here. Beat up that guy. Beat up that guy. So yeah, I've heard this game is a lot like Brave Frontier. I have not played Brave Frontier. So we're gonna fight this naval captain here, Axe Hand Morgan. Boss! Here comes the boss. There he is, Axe Hand Morgan. So let us see if we can. Let's see how much health he has. I haven't lost the battle yet, so whether or not this is gonna be the first time that's gonna happen remains to be seen. That wasn't that bad in terms of how many hits he took there. So we don't need the food yet, but we'll do it anyway just to get it. So we'll do that here. Get our food, get our health back. He's gonna attack at some point, I would hope. Alright, so Luffy here can get his special in like 2 turns, and I really want to show that off before I end this video. Keep doing these chains here. 1 more turn for Luffy. And still, Axe Hand Morgan has not attacked us, so like I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just this game is so early. Like I'm so early in the game that the enemies really aren't attacking back too much yet, but it always seemed kind of weird to me. Alright, maximum. Let's see if we can... There we go. So you hold it and you drag it. And it goes Gum Gum Pistol. And you get that. Gummo Gummo, no! And that takes up a bunch of energy, and then I can do it again from my captain, and that should end this battle. Which is appropriate. Boom. Done. You're done. I don't know how to use a sword, you jerk. And there was the showdown with Captain Morgan. We get some more adventure advice, which the game doles out constantly. We're going to see what our reward is for winning this, how much experience we got. We got first clear, we got 1 rainbow gem, and we got a couple of these things here. You got to manage these pretty closely because it'll fill up, and you got to, you know, burn them as fast as you can. But that was that. Got this title first. And I'm not going to take a request for that. And then it's going to load up. And then it should, theoretically, hit a bit of story here. And then load up the next island, which is the next part of the story. So we're going to see that. And then head to the Grand Line. We got to cross. We got to get some more crew people first. We're gonna need Usopp and Nami and head to the Grand Line. Let's say who else was Chopper before the Red Line? It's been a long time. So then we leave Kobe here, and I'm gonna hit skip here because this is gonna take a while. Let me get a reward here. So we got a Zoro card, which is fantastic. Super rare! So I'm assuming that happens. We completed Shell's Town, now we got Orange Town. Then we got an extra island. I haven't seen this before. Limited time adventure. And we got an achievement for that. So, fantastic. So now we can go to Orange Town if we want to. We can go to an extra island if we want to. And so yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in this game, and that is pretty cool. So, this long, rambling video is now complete. You have seen what there is to see, or that I have currently seen, in One Piece Treasure, or is it One Piece Treasure Battle, I think is the name of the game? At this point it's been so long, I don't even know. So, once again, this is available for free. It's free to play on Android. And as always, I'm your host, AppSlug. This has been AppSlug, and I will see you next time right here on this channel, and I'm out.